Are you thinking that, you might be developing arthritis? Are you getting new pain symptoms in the morning and you just don't know where they came from? Are you feeling more stiff and tight and you just don't know why?
Do you feel like maybe you're like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz and you just need somebody to get a can of oil and lube up your joints?
Exactly.
Then this video is for you.
Stay tuned for this video because you're going to learn 3 early signs of arthritis and what to do about it. Now don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon if you want to be notified every time we post.
Hi, I'm Dr. Josh.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristina, and we're chiropractors in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, together we've been serving our patients through chiropractic for the past 24 years.
We're corrective care chiropractors, and we focus on the degenerative conditions of the spine and nervous system, and have helped numerous people with physical or neurological pain, neuropathy, and degenerative conditions of the spine like arthritis.
If you're having trouble with any of these types of conditions and feel like you've tried everything and nothing's worked, we would love to help you. Reach out to us in our comments below. You can contact us at our clinic, and the information is in the description below.
Now let's get to the video.
First of all, what is osteoarthritis and how do people get it? Osteoarthritis is actually a degenerative condition of the spine or a joint that happens, and it can happen pretty much in any joint in your body. And it basically develops when the body feels there is instability or when there's actually misalignments in the joint itself. So instead of having nice movement, it's stuck or it's out of its proper position.
That's it. And then over time, this ends up causing the joint to react by actually putting down more bone in the area to reinforce that joint. And the repetitive irritation that's caused from the instability or misalignment results actually in some inflammation building up there. So this inflammation, unfortunately, creates or can create pain. Can create swelling, discoloration, and widening of the joint, which over time breaks down the actual natural function of the joint and makes the joint space a lot smaller. And if nothing is done, actually can result in fusion of that joint completely.
So as you can imagine, this could be a very painful process, and at more significant stages can reduce the person's inability to do the daily activities of their life and can actually keep them from doing the things that they really enjoy. This is why it is good to know the early stages so you can actually get taken care of at an early time during for treatment.
Exactly, that's it. So, and I mean, we have had numerous patients with various stages of arthritis, and we're really able to achieve excellent results with the chiropractic care that we've provided them. So not only today are we going to give you the top 3 signs of early stage arthritis, but if you stay to the end, we're going to give you 3 tips on how to take care of it.
So what are the 3 common symptoms associated with osteoarthritis? It's pretty simple. First one is pain, stiffness, and tenderness. The second one is a significant loss of mobility. And the last one is a grating or grinding sensation.
Yeah. So with the first point, or the first sign really would be pain, stiffness, and tenderness, and they kind of come together usually, right? So pain would be obviously an affected joint, so it can be new pain, or it can, be a pain that kind of is off and on, right? But then you kind of notice more stiffness coming on, right? So you'll notice more stiffness, especially in the morning, right after you wake up. So usually about the first 30 minutes of the day, it's a little more stiff. You have trouble, standing fully up, and it'll take, once you move around a little bit, then it loosens out, okay? And you feel a little more sense of mobility. And then with tenderness, I mean, that kind of goes along with pain, right? So you'll just feel the affected joint and you can touch it and it's a little sore. Yeah.
So the loss of flexibility basically can happen in 2 different ways. It could be, like Dr. Kristina mentioned, that stiffness, that tightness in the morning, right? That's very, very common with osteoarthritis. The other lack of mobility really is just a decrease in the range of motion. So for example, you were able to bend over, touch your toes. Now your muscles don't feel tight, but you just don't have that range anymore. Like you just can't do those full ranges. Or a very common, and I have have a lot of patients who have osteoarthritis in their shoulders. They'll bring their arm up and they're like, doc, I just can't get it up. It just won't move. That would be a sign of osteoarthritis. You just don't have the full range that you used to have. And there wasn't anything specific that you can remember that has caused like some trauma and an accident or whatever. It just slowly progressively got worse over time. So that's a classic one. The last one, and probably the one I think that scares a lot of people, is the grating sound or the grinding.
Yeah.
And they'll say, doc, when I turn my head, I hear all these cricks and cracks and pops and crunches.
It can be a little disconcerting,
It can be very disconcerting. And so what that basically means is that things are tightening up, the ligaments and the muscles are getting stiff, and so when you're moving, you're actually, it's crunching. Tissues that should be moving aren't moving well, and so that's what that is. It just means that your body's not functioning at its optimal level.
That's it.
So basically, we had a patient that came into our office, and they came for a lot of neuropathy pain, like pain down the arm, and they didn't realize that a lot of the numbness and tingling they were getting in the arm was caused by the arthritis in the spine. So the cool thing is as they started getting taken care of, the body started to heal, and the first thing that they actually noticed, they said, Dr. Josh, I can't believe it, but when I turn my car and I put it in reverse, I can actually turn my neck without actually having to turn my body. And that's a sign of what they've lost with osteoarthritis. They lost that mobility, and they were able to turn their head.
That's
the other thing that they noticed too, they said, Doc, as I started getting better, and they still had some of the symptoms, like they weren't completely gone, but they were noticing that the crunching that they had in the neck that was crunching as they turned their head, that went away, which was pretty cool. But the coolest thing, they said, you know what, that tenderness that I had in my neck, my wife can come up and she comes and she gives me a hug and she puts her hand on my neck and it doesn't hurt. I don't push her away, which is pretty crazy. So those are all the classic symptoms of osteoarthritis that this person had, didn't even recognize or realize that that's what they were associated with. And as we started taking care of them, guess what? Those symptoms started going away.
So it started to get better.
There's
That's
osteoarthritis symptoms, which is kind of neat.
That's fantastic. Awesome. So just to recap, right, the top 3 signs of early stage arthritis that you can keep in mind. The first one, pain, stiffness, and tenderness.
Yep.
Right?
Number 1.
Number 2, loss of flexibility. That's it.
The Tin Man.
The Tin Man, exactly. And number 3, a grating sensation or crepitus in the joint space.
The scary crunch.
Yes.
The scary
crunching.
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
crunching.
Awesome.
Now, thanks for staying to the end, everyone. We want to give you these bonus.
Yeah. Everyone loves a bonus.
Everyone loves a bonus.
Something free.
We'll give you the bonus 3 ways to take care of arthritis, right?
Absolutely. So the first one is hot pack. And the reason why we do hot pack is hot packs actually, for the most part, they do increase blood flow to the area. But when someone has chronic arthritis, often this can be just enough that the heat is enough just to relax the muscles and the ligaments, just to give you a little bit more mobility. So it is a lot more comfortable than using ice. Ice is fantastic for an acute injury. For arthritis, often heat is the best.
Heat's great.
And it feels good.
Feels really nice. Now, tip number 2 is movement. Exactly. And that's exactly it. We want you to start walking. Right? Like just a very easy walking program, because we don't want you to be doing anything really aggressive.
Or strenuous on your joints.
Exactly, that's it. So swimming is also really good.
Yeah, biking.
And biking. Absolutely.
There's other activities that you can think of, that anything that doesn't do a lot of compression on the joints.
That's it, exactly.
It's fantastic.
Low impact.
Low impact. And number 3 would be get checked by a chiropractor.
Yeah.
So it's funny because this is what patients often come in and they tell me that they have arthritis, or they're shocked when they find out they have arthritis. And I always tell them the good news is you're in the right place, because that's what we basically take care of on a day-to-day basis, right? We do the reverse effect of how you get the arthritis.
Yes.
We get the joints back into place and we get them moving, right?
Get them moving again.
So if you're seeing a chiropractor, fantastic. But if you're not, get checked for subluxations. Get checked for arthritis. So hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
If you like the content, please share it with as many people as you can. Definitely subscribe to our channel.
Yeah,
We'd love to have you as a subscriber. And even leave a comment. That would be fantastic. Anything about what we've talked about, if you have any questions, or even maybe your story or an experience that you've had with arthritis and things that you experienced, right?
Absolutely.
If it's not the top 3, that's okay. There's other symptoms too that we may have forgotten.
Absolutely,
Who knows?
that's it. So thanks for watching, everyone, and we're going to see you in the next video.
Awesome. See you
Bye.
soon.